इस कहानी के सभी पात्र और घटनाएं काल्पनिक हैं, जिसका किसी भी व्यक्ति या घटना से कोई भी संबंध नहीं है। जिंदगी के कई रंग। हाय, मैं शैलेश। आज की कहानी शुरू करते हैं। इस कहानी के सभी पात्र और घटनाएं काल्पनिक हैं, जिसका किसी भी व्यक्ति या घटना से कोई भी संबंध नहीं है। जिंदगी के कई रंग। हाय, मैं शैलेश। चलिए आज की कहानी शुरू करते हैं।
Today, let us get you on a path of a 20-year-old girl who battles herself in order not to be a burden for a family during this pandemic, which has eaten up the jobs most of the people. Let us hear her side of the story. After working for years abroad, the father returns to Mumbai and enters his home one fine morning. Getting struck by surprise, the daughter asks,
Dad, how are you home today? I mean, you took us by surprise. It feels good to have you back. आप ऐसे अचानक आ गए without any message. Is everything all right?
Of course, beta, everything is fine. I just thought कि इतने टाइम हो गए तुम सबसे मिला नहीं. Why don't I give you all a surprise? I came home to spend time with my family.
ये बहुत अच्छा किया आपने. Well then, आप कितने टाइम के लिए आए हो?
Oh well, जितने टाइम तुम सबके साथ बिता सकूं उतने टाइम के लिए आया हूं. I mean, I guess for a month. At this time, the daughter guesses that there is something that her dad is not sharing. She guesses that there is some problem. She lets some days pass by. After few days, चल बेटा आइसक्रीम खाने जाते हैं.
Oh yeah, anytime ready.
And they both went to have an ice cream.
पापा, आपने बताया नहीं आप कितने टाइम के लिए आए हो?
Oh yes, about that मुझे ऑफिस से कुछ टाइम के लिए छुट्टी मिली है. Probably a month and a half.
1.5 महीना? That's awesome. It's good to take a break for a while, right?
Belonging from a middle-class joint family, the father did not get some alone time to talk to his wife about his work and work stress. He finally tries to talk to her. He had said that he was home for about a month and a half, but little did his wife know that that was not the reality. The truth was that he had lost his job due to the pandemic and he had nowhere else to go rather than returning back to his home. Pandemic took away jobs from most of the people and he was one of them. The daughter listened to this reality as she turned home from college, but she did not try to speak to anyone about this for a days. Weeks passed by again and ये बात उसको अब अंदर से खाने लगी. She noticed the stress on her father's face, but वो उनसे आमने सामने पूछ नहीं पाई. She couldn't gather the strength. She started to feel alone in spite of being with people around her. She felt के उसके पास लोग थे पर वो किसी से बात नहीं कर सकती थी. Thinking कि वो अपने अकेले का खर्चा निकाल पाए. She didn't want to be a burden to her parents, especially her father, despite knowing the financial condition of the house. This was the reason she started to look for internship and part-time jobs, but her luck did not support her. In spite of working, she could not earn up to the mark. At this point, she was handling her graduation exams and her internships too. She wanted to pursue her further studies too. After getting slumped with these two, she felt a burden, thinking that in spite of doing all these efforts, she is not reaching anywhere and she is definitely not able to help her father. Negative thoughts started to cross her mind, which developed anxiety and stress in her. Due to this, all of the thoughts came rushing at one point. She thought that she is of no use to anybody, that she is not capable of doing anything or reaching anywhere. All of this negativity brought the ultimate thought into her mind to end her life. She thought,
Why am I even doing this? It is better to give up rather than going through all this and being of no use to anybody.
the thought of ending her life crossed her mind, and just when she was about to give up, she thought of giving it another shot and giving a chance to herself once again. All of us have that one close person whom we could call anytime, from anywhere, and you would know that the person would definitely help you. Well, she did the same. Since her childhood, She was close to her aunt, and as she knew that she was the person who understood her, because she was close to her, obviously. Yes, the daughter was close to her mom too. Yes, the daughter was close to her mom too. But ऐसा होता है कि हम कुछ बातें अपनी मम्मी पापा के साथ शेयर नहीं कर पाते. The same thought crossed her mind and she decided to talk about all this to her aunt. As she called her, the daughter just wept for a while until she was convinced and she was asked,
बेटा क्या हुआ? Is everything all right?
from her aunt. The daughter cried again for a while because everything came rushing again into her mind. After a while, when she was stable, she told her aunt every little thing bit by bit, piece to piece. She told her everything about her anxiety, her stress, and the reason behind all of this. Being a 20-year-old girl, the daughter had a fear of competition from her friends and peers. She thought वो इस रेस में अकेली रह जाएगी and she would be late in her life. Since the daughter thought of giving a chance to herself, she spoke and let her thoughts out, which gave her relief, जिसकी वजह से उसके मन का बोझ हल्का हो गया. She talked for a few days with her aunt about all this stuff and she gave some time to herself, took a break and did what she liked. It was writing blogs, what she liked, and she did that. It took her mind off to relax and calm down. After a few days, she got better and stable that she thought that जब तक वो खुद को help नहीं करेगी, तब तक वो किसी दूसरे को help कैसे कर पाएगी, even if it is a father. Now, she writes about her story brave-heartedly, turning her negative thoughts into inspiration. She gives this message because it is one small conversation which took her out of all the mess that her mind created. The main motive over here was that she opened her heart out to her aunt, which made wonders to her. At times, we don't give ourselves that one little chance to make things right and to be fair to ourselves. We keep on torturing ourselves until it turns out to be fatal. It is always better to talk to someone who could understand you and would help you. Well, this story turned out to be an inspiration for me as I got a goosebumps, and I hope it does the same to you too. Ensure that you always share your thoughts, however tough it is to handle. It gives a relief. Do follow our podcast and stay tuned.